King trying to turn and shoot. Son might just do so. And draws an excellent save from Cal Santos. Tottenham Hotspur right at it at the moment. Morrow in the corner and off the crossbar. Rodrigo Bentancur. Tottenham Hotspur rattle the frame of the goal twice in quick succession in the second half. So close to taking the lead on two occasions. As Tottenham walk to their task, here's Madison. That's good. Udogi. Son. Udogi. And Rowan Koch gets it behind. Well, this is not just Tottenham Hotspur's best spell of the game. It's their best spell for many a week. And they still haven't found a way to a second. Continue to do well by Teat. Brown. Götze. On over from Bahoya. That's a chance. No doubt about it for Jean-Mathieu Bahoya to add to the one goal he has in the cup run so far, scored in the home win against Ajax. Van der Ven. There's a little frisson of excitement when he gets on the ball. Son. Udogi. Then to just blast it across the face of goal and hope. Tutar turns it behind for another Tottenham corner. Dispatch the Dutch league leaders in fine style in the round of 16. That's it by Spence and all the way through. Teat wasn't going to take a risk, he's touched it behind. Well, it looked like he touched it behind. And the referee and assistant didn't see it that way. Benteke. Last minute, can Tottenham Hotspur find one more chance? Can Eintracht Frankfurt hold out? Scary. It's like he's going to be cautioned. Don't drag back too many. And this is it, in by Porro. And over. Mickey van der Ven held himself at it. It just won't go in for Tottenham Hotspur in this second half. Benteke was the one to get it back across goal. Mickey van der Ven couldn't get quite enough on it. A glance when it needed something a bit more substantial. And that went Santos to tip it over. So one apiece for Tottenham Hotspur and Ange Postecoglou will feel it could and should have been so much more. They threw everything at their German guests in the second half. Twice they rattled the frame of the goal through a brilliant Bergvall strike and a looping Bentancur header. Big chance led off for Brynolf Johnson, who blazed over. But 1-1 it is. Ekitike's early goal for Eintracht Frankfurt. And then the equaliser 20 minutes later from Pedro Porro. All to play for with a slight advantage, home advantage for Eintracht Frankfurt in the second leg in Germany in 7 days' time. Final score in the first leg of this quarter-final, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Eintracht Frankfurt 1.
All in. Let's go. Take a sip, girl, cause I know you want it, you don't miss, girl. I'm the one and only for this girl.
Just one.
The one, the only. Take a sip, girl. Happy fizz, feeling the fizz.
Taxi!
हेलो ब्रेकफास्ट में क्या खाती हो?
Kellogg's muesli, 12 grains, fruits, nuts and seeds की एनर्जी वाला मेरा पावर ब्रेकफास्ट Kellogg's muesli. तो आपने किया पावर ब्रेकफास्ट?
Taco Bell, naked veggie taco.
सोया है naked, carrot है naked, onion peel है naked, tomato peel है naked, veggie crunch है naked, yummy munch है naked, shell veggie है naked, taste crazy है naked, fillings है naked, hard to bite, keep feelings है naked for real.
Hey, you're losing it. What? Thanks. You're losing it. They're losing vitamins and minerals every day. Win it back with Centrum Recharge. It has 13 vitamins and minerals for energy, immunity, and hydration. Centrum Recharge. Recharge India.
सपने सब देखते हैं पर कुछ दांव भी होते हैं। सपने जो रेगिस्तान को गुलिस्तान बनाने की जुर्रत करते हैं। ऐसी ही अतरंगी सतरंगी सपनों के साथ जुड़ा है कोटाकर, ताकि आप हर चुनौती का सामना कर सकें और दुनिया को कह दिखाएं हौसला है तो हो जाएगा।
A reminder of past glories at Old Trafford on the European stage. And the words of the Mancunian bard Ian Brown currently ringing out over the public address system, hanging heavy in the air. This is indeed the one for Manchester United. This is indeed a night when an entire season boils down to what happens in 90, maybe 120 minutes or more. The pyrotechnics adding to the experience of what has so often been an inspirational stage. But inspiration, not a word you would readily associate with the team on the left of your screen there, who have been in the tunnel for a long, long time, in a state of high anticipation.
Hello everyone, good evening, what's up, how are you doing, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in
France's
any part of the world. Thanks a lot for tuning in.
We effectively have a one-off cup tie here to decide
Tonight let's get together
which of these two teams will play
and
in the
watch along the
semi-final.
match of Manchester United versus Lyon at Old Trafford, second leg quarterfinal.
Wayne Rooney got his hands on the famous trophy. United have completed the set of the three great historic UEFA
Very important night
competitions.
for all Manchester United fans and lovers
Ruben
who have
Amorim
been
walks the
behind them
path, trodden by
in
giants.
this turmoil time.
His team wear jerseys that hang heavy. They face a team in upbeat mood after significant domestic victories.
All Manchester United fans and lovers
Ruben
who have
Amorim
been
in the first match between the two sides, they looked the more accomplished outfit. They grabbed an equaliser that felt cruel for United, certainly in the manner in which it arrived, but was certainly at the very least a reflection of what they produced in performance terms a week ago.
So let's have a look at today's lineups. Manchester United, as usual, playing 3-4-2-1 formation under Ruben Amorim. Onana is back at the goal, with Mazura, Maguire and Europe acting as three centre-backs. Dalot, Ugarte, Casemiro and Dogu. Mix of wing-backs plus two central midfields. Then Garnacho and Fernandes acting as two attacking midfields.
Well, tonight, a great implication.
No other option left.
Two Portuguese coaches on
start
different current trajectories. Manchester United ailing domestically, clinging to one final hope of any semblance of success this season. Again, the harsh glare of the spotlight trained on Andre Onana. After being given time to disconnect at the weekend after his first leg error, he starts in goal for United in a team identical to that which walked out in Lyon a week ago. They are without the hamstrung Joshua Zirkzee, goal scorer last Thursday. His season may well be over. Many United fans hoping they may see Mainu or Mount from the start, but Ruben Amorim opts for caution with them as they make their way back from injury. Sandro Scherer of Switzerland is the referee. The officiating team, almost exclusively Swiss, Christian
Goal has
Dinget
been
of
pulled up in the
Germany,
chart.
the assistant VAR.
So time for the toss. Fernandez has won it. I think he has asked for the side.
Lyon also named the
Yes,
same
he has
11
opted
that
for a
began
side
the
instead
first
of
leg, although this combination
kickoff.
does provide them with great fluidity in attack. Ryan Shirky was often peripheral last week, yet still
All the
came up
best
with
for
a major
Manchester
moment to
United fans
equalise.
worldwide
They are strengthened by Tanner Tesman's
who
return to the
still
bench
believes
after
in
a
Ruben
new
Amorim that
addition
yes,
to
he
his
can
family,
turn the things
and
around.
Malik Fofana, a fleet-of-foot winger of rich gifts, is back from a knee injury. He could be a real trump card off the substitutes bench if required. Well, no surprise where the focus is. The damning words of a former Manchester United player, Nemanja Matic, echoed loudly around the stadium a week ago after his clear mishap on the opening goal. And any nerves in that department, something clearly for Paulo Fonseca's team to exploit. Well, Lyon begin this second leg, a team that have never reached a European final, seeking to achieve a place in only their fifth semi-final. Manchester United, well, it's a night really of stark reality. Their season boils down to what unfolds here this evening, and the implications significant for next season on and potentially off the pitch.
Correct.
With the financial gap of not being in European competition,
win the Europa League as
one
compared
they
to any
will
other team.
seriously struggle to plug. First test of Andre Onana's fortitude, and a Euro finding Dorgu. And a positive pass for Casemiro.
Come on, Casemiro, you could have taken it well.
Full of intent and direction, but not quite the execution Casemiro was looking for. Manchester United back in the famous red tonight after being bedecked in all blue a week ago. 2-2, an excellent result. Their fifth meeting with Olympique Lyonnais, they have never lost.
Fans at Old
And a
Trafford
100% record here at Old Trafford.
Can really turn the things around for Manchester United.
Here's Euro. Critical equaliser a week ago, and looking to get Manchester United on the move, tackling with Tolisso. Lyon's set up in front of the back four, certainly very interesting and very fluid.
Once again, Holland has given the ball to his
Shirky picking up a real central position at the moment. And Maguire with a tackle, summing up the kind of aggression and spirit that Manchester United urgently require tonight.
So now the teams have been able to settle down in those 2 minutes.
Ainsley Maitland-Niles back in his home nation. Casemiro in urgently at Vertu, that thus couldn't pick his pass. But showing aggression, the former Aston Villa man to battle back. As his former club did in Europe this week against French opposition, although not quite able to battle back enough. Here's Vertu. Almada. Kouakou to Clinton Mata.
Guys, come on. Stay strong, stay strong.
Tolisso. Almada driving at them, Mikatate. He's got such finesse, but he couldn't quite find the mark with that pass. He produced some thrilling moments a week ago. Here's Yoro.
Come on, Euro. He's running hard, man. Come on, nice.
3 centre-backs affording him the luxury to burst forward like that. Bruno Fernandes.
Poor pass by Bruno. Come on, Bruno.
Casemiro. United opting to attack the Stretford end in the first half. It was a strategy that notably didn't work for Liverpool against French opposition in the Champions League a few weeks ago, when they opted to go towards the Kop end in the first 45 against Paris Saint-Germain.
So in first 4.5 minutes, Manchester United is most probably favoring a formation of 3-4-3.
Nyakate. Nyakate the target. Certainly in that sequence, as we see Corentin Tolisso involved in the tangle there with Casemiro, Sheki very much stationed on the right. Paulo Fonseca with the rare luxury of being in the technical area tonight, given that he's in the midst of a lengthy ban for an aggressive confrontation with a referee in a domestic match. Banned from the dugout in French football until November, although some of the other restrictions will end in September. He feels he's been made an example of. Lyon sticking by him when other clubs may not have.
Lyon is trying to push further and just made into the box. But nicely drilled out by Man United.
There's Maguire.
Okay, so they're trying to settle down.
Maguire looking with intent. Garnacho hoping to win this race. And the race in the end really was whether he could catch up with the ball. As it was, Vertu able to bottle up any lingering threat.
Nice.
Casemiro.
No, come on, yaar.
Dalot. Looking to hold the possession for his team. Bruno Fernandes through a challenge and able to improvise.
Relax.
Kuaku, the midfield enforcer, the surprise inclusion. This is only his second start since December of 2023.
For Man United? Yes.
Making his presence felt there, but conceding a corner here for Manchester United. And certainly with the weapons they possess, set piece could be a genuine route to success.
Come on, guys. Things stay focused. You can score.
The Euro will perhaps be a little more urgently picked up here after his goal-scoring exploits a week ago. And it seemed that Kuaku had cause to note the presence of one Manchester United player. And it was the aforementioned Harry Maguire.
He went down so easily.
That was defended solidly by the head of Nyakate.
Why do you take it back, man? Come on. Unnecessary score from the game.
Nice. Now Fernandes for United.
Come on, what the hell are you doing?
A good piece of hold-up work there from Rasmus Højlund that really set up the possibilities there for United.
Bruno, you need to be
Fernandes
more aware about the players
moving
surrounding you,
forward,
man.
but
Come on.
lost for really good options, and Tolisso able to pick his pocket. It's neatly done by Mikel Tate. Shirky making a darting run, tracked there by Yoro. Tolisso. Lyon won 4 times on English soil, but only once in a knockout match in European competition, that against Blackburn Rovers in 1998. Garnacho.
Favorable one,
Ugarte.
I mean, who have much of the experience in playing the football.
Casemiro.
So,
Fernandes.
we have to rely upon these 11 players mostly.
Midfield duo for United, both at risk of suspension this evening.
Nice, come on, Bruno.
Fernandes fed. Oh, it's worked well by Garnacho. And
Yes! Yes!
And just the lift that Manchester United needed.
What's required? United, come on.
It's Manuel Ugarte who provides it.
Relax, man, relax.
Well, a moment to enjoy for Andre Onana, who has not come under any kind of pressure yet. Ugarte's first goal in UEFA competition in United colours.
First goal for Ugarte.
And it's no surprise that Bruno Fernandes had a big part to play in it. Mazraoui feeding him.
Ah, nice run by Bruno.
The debate about whether he was on or off, he seemed to time it well. Garnacho with some really good work, pulled back into an inviting space. And Ugarte, although you'd never file him under natural goal scorer, with a very simple job indeed. We did so much a week ago, Bruno Fernandes, to lift United. A crucial contribution again. Garnacho deserving praise too. Casemiro certainly are playing with a bit of fire here.
Come on! You could have won the ball, man. Why did you stop?
A bit of spirit. That's loose by Shirky, and Fernandes will pick up on it.
Nice. Relax.
Wants a free kick, which he
Bro,
won't
come on, yaar. You go down so easily, man. Come on, get up.
Lyon taking a lot of risks here. Ugarte with another opportunity.
Arey, shoot, yaar. You could have won the shot, bro.
Dorgu was arriving. A bit something, wing back to wing there. Lucas Perry, keen to instill a bit of calm.
Come on, guys. We have only 9 votes till now. Just keep your chin up. Man repairs. Focus. Stay strong. Believe in yourself.
He scored against Everton.
Big fans believe in you. Come on.
Earlier in the campaign.
Bruno, no.
They've gone 3 years without a club goal. Prior to that, it's a concerning sight when Bruno Fernandes is in difficulty. Remarkably, he has his critics, but
strange we still don't have any probability percentage. being populated yet.
He's given so much in a pretty dark hour for Manchester United.
Oh, nice try.
Many good things that have been produced this season. It's usually better that he has been at the heart of them.
Come on. Push. Show them what you're really worth of.
Here's Icarte. Remember, Lyon did lift themselves off the canvas and equalise when they trailed at home a week ago. And the responsibility of Andre Onana for that has been hotly debated. The statisticians do not regard it as an error leading to a goal, which they certainly do for the first one. But having made the very, very obvious mistake for the opening goal of the game, he needed to be flawless from there on.
Tackle was not successful. That's it.
A cool head usually. I have to caveat that after some of his behaviour this season. He would have expected a fast Manchester United start.
Oh.
Hoyland arguing that the pull on the shirt was worthy of a foul. United had won possession back quickly enough anyway.
Nice.
And again, a real game of risk from Lyon here. Oh, that's a vital save from Perry. That could mean so much. Casemiro
Nice try by Casemiro.
thought his luck was in.
Some more power could have.
Through the legs, making it more difficult for the sprawling goalkeeper.
Nice.
But great work. One Brazilian thwarts another.
Another corner for us. Us means Manchester United as usual. Not that good.
Fernandes will have been disappointed with the calibre of his delivery. So many ragged moments back there from Lyon. Now they can break. The ball at Mikel Tanzi's feet certainly opens up the possibilities. Cherki, first chance to really affect things.
Nice defense.
And for once he disappoints.
Amazing defending. Good.
Almada. Cherki hoping to find space. Taliso.
Nice
Rather
one,
decisive.
Good.
Got good distance on him, but
Come on,
Lyon
good.
can build again. Tanzi trying to work it around the corner. There too. Looking to meet it head on. Then he's clipped. Bruno Fernandes
First
will result in a booking.
first yellow card of the match. I think United would have succeeded in
First of
making
the night.
counter attack. Maybe goal.
And a few with a cause to worry in
Yes.
this sort of
It
situation.
was a clip.
But he is not one of them. 4 Lyon starters at risk of a suspension for the semi-final. For Manchester United, Casemiro and goalscorer Ugarte are in that position. It's worthy of note that after the quarterfinals are played, after tonight is completed, there will be a clean slate. Garnacho will get there first.
Relax.
Bruno Fernandes might yet run for him. Hopeful prod. Hoyland and Dalot.
Oh, nice one, Ashman. I thought you could have settled down first and then scored. No.
Always swinging fairly wildly off target with his weaker foot. It's a little bit of a clumsy start in these kind of areas from Lyon. And there's another area.
Again.
There's another potentially costly giveaway. Borgu trying to dance through the
Why did you run into
Tolisso breaks it
four
up.
Lyon players single-handed? What was the need for that goal? Wasn't.
And now he's found his touch.
The entire flank is empty. It's
And
blank.
for the return from Vertu, this is promising.
Nice.
Harry Maguire stands up and keeps eyes firmly fixed on the ball. Well, he's a player that
Come on, Old
can
Trafford.
see things and achieve things that others simply can't. And he
Come on.
has the potential to be a real thorn in United's side this evening. Cherki opting for something a little different from the corner. He will play it in there. Where Tolisso was lurking.
Headed away by Ugarte. So Manchester United defense have made Lyon go back to the half-line.
Nekate.
Lyon trying to create pressure.
Tolisso gets Cherki involved.
Come on.
Yeah,
Come on, give them space, come on.
Nathan Niles. Aguaku. Almada. Tolisso lurking on the left. Pick up Tante. Oh, that was almost perfect. Doors closed in. Two defenders, Mazraoui and Maguire, almost like the underground train.
Oh, through the legs of Casemiro. Okay.
All like the desperate commuter, not quite able to get on board. Almada. Leon settling.
Right, Lyon settling. We have to stop their settling process as quickly as possible. Come on. No. He's getting
Well, it worked superbly well. Almada's shot was fierce.
Oh, Maguire has taken
And it was certainly felt by Harry Maguire.
From the Almada shot.
And he really wrapped that one. And Maguire in some difficulty after that.
Maguire back on his feet.
Oh, able to make the save.
Nice save.
He would have expected to be able to make it.
It was
rising to meet.
over his head.
It's a good opportunity that.
If it would have been a little bit left or right.
The let off really.
Who knows what would have happened.
Another threatening corner. Maguire does get to it. Mata.
Okay. Still down.
Just perhaps like Dallo a little earlier. Expectations not high. It was to him in that position. Although that was at least on his stronger foot.
Today's World's Heritage Day. Total attempts.
Remarkably, Lyon
Manchester
leading in the attempt count.
But United have one more attempt on target as compared to him.
Garte hitting the target and leaving Perry helpless. Casemiro's shot that he did save may well have beaten a good number of goalkeepers. 2. Yoro. Closing his foot on it to try and guide it to Yoro, but the Lyon pressure is a little more urgent. Needs to be.
Nice. Relax. One call back. The other one. Yo. Almost right back to Onana. Come on. Onana to Euro. Euro will pass to Robu Bosho. Robu need to lift the ball up. Yes. Into the midfield. Nicely done by
Samira scampering back. Masraoui, who's part of the United goal, should not be forgotten. Now his part in this might not be forgotten. If Lyon could make something of it. Garte got a foot in, however. Here's Tolisso.
Relax.
Garnacho.
Okay, nice.
Driving United on. Got Hoyland one way. But he'll go his own way to Hoyland's evident frustration.
He could have passed to him, but it's okay. It was 50-50. So he decided to take a shot. And we have one more corner.
On he drove. Garte able to stick with him. Hoyland's reaction telling you he felt he took the wrong option. All is not lost for United here. Casemiro trying to get free. It's Maguire who meets it! And the officials, the referee deciding it came off a United body. Lyon certainly grateful for the deflection. Maguire met it well. It won the wrestling match, but it certainly was the head of Tolisso.
Okay, the replacement free kick against United.
It's a foul. Masraoui. On Mikhail Tadze. He's on a run of 9 goals in his last 8 games for club and country. His country being Georgia.
So we still have 0-0 in Frankfurt versus Tottenham match. The Tottenham is playing away to Frankfurt. And Lazio is leading Bodo by 1 goal to 0, but everything
Cut out by the effervescent Ugarte. This is really good work by Nathan Niles. That's too much of Shirky.
Rangers, 0-0. This one was United. United is trailing.
He'll certainly be in the spotlight tonight. Lenny Yoro once again in front of a big French football audience. And he's almost getting there.
Bruno was just about to
Tolisso. Tagliafico, very much part of this attack. Dart through the middle. This is Almada. Tolisso. We have 2. Mata. Nacho at least creating questions.
So Manchester United succeeded in taking Lyon back to their own box. They have done it a total of 3 to 4 times in the first approximately 30 minutes of
Carte
the
now
match.
for Lyon. Lyon's one knockout victory in England. Manchester United have lost only one of 8 previous knockout ties against French league opposition. It was Monaco back in the Champions League, 97-98. Famous away goal by David Trezeguet, eliminating Alec Ferguson's team before the knighthood. Tagliafico. Delivery of considerable threat. Maitland-Niles able to arrive.
Oh, that was a poor defending by United. But fortunately,
Euro failed to decisively deal with this.
yes.
That nearly created a massive problem. Lacazette bemoaning Lyon's inability to take an opportunity. Which was part of the story a week ago, it must be said. Maitland-Niles. Here's Almada. Tagliafico, Toliso's in there. Euro might be picked up here by Maitland-Niles. Ekatadze brimming with invention. That's ultimately what was required.
Uh-oh. Misplaced pass by Dillon. What are you thinking, man?
Implications for United. About achieving any kind of success this season. Cherki, another dazzling run.
Oh, no,
it's
no, no,
brilliant work by Ryan
no,
Cherki.
man, what a
And
save,
is there to
man.
deny. Cherki once more.
Nice save, man. Come on, Donato, with this pass.
Well, that will make the Manchester United goalkeeper feel a whole lot better. A little showcase for
Another
the
error by
considerable gifts of Ryan Cherki. A dazzling run.
Come on, guys, stay focused. Don't know what the hell are you thinking?
Opportunities
Relax, man,
are
relax.
beginning to come. Cherki will perhaps feel that was one he could have made more of. Having created it quite brilliantly, it must be added. Toliso. Cherki on to Maitland-Niles, who's a prominent figure at the moment for Lyon.
Come on, come on. What the hell are
And
you doing?
Origi. Nkuoko showing some determination. A routine save for Onana,
Clear.
but they're mounting up.
What is wrong with you?
Brilliant. Absolutely superb run. And in fairness, he produced the shot at the end of it. Onana well within his reach. I suppose that's the only criticism you might lay at Cherki's feet, but he embroidered the game with the run. Well, Mazraoui's forward ball finding Bruno Fernandes on the border of offside, but conclusively ultimately on. Some great work by Garnacho. And Ugarte seeing his name up in lights as a Manchester United goal scorer, leaving defender and goalkeeper sprawling and putting Manchester United in the position where they would wish to be. Their opening to the game was everything that Ruben Amorim could realistically have asked. But at the moment, Lyon looking distinctly the better team.
So Lyon has 63% possession in the field as compared to United.
Excellent play by Lenny Yoro.
Nice, Yoro, come on guys. Be aware of the running, be aware of the running.
Dorgu. Garnacho.
No.
Ugarte. Casemiro. No surprise to see Lyon statistically confirmed as having a greater share of the possession. That's what the eye is telling you. Fernandes off on the charge. And he's been fouled.
Whoa!
Oh, that was the first one for the ages.
What a volley!
Such a difficult ball to control. Stretching.
Wow.
Over the shoulder effectively. To produce an effort of that quality was some achievement. It was almost a goal that will be talked about for decades.
Oh, rightly said. If he would have scored it, I think that could have been famous goals for a long time.
Yoro. Garnacho. Oh, deflection. That was a could have gone anywhere moment of Ugarte, but from a Lyon perspective to safety. That's going to be difficult for Perry, who actually did really well there. Almada.
Oh, nice.
Hoping to lead some sort of counter charge. Good work by Isheki. Almada back to Sheki. The idea clear, Nikatadze can at least briefly pick up the pieces. This is where there's potential for United. The run of Garnacho, the forward thrust, met by the challenge of the backward running defender, Maitland-Niles. Hoyland. Casemiro. Fernandes on the ground.
Nice.
It's all good. Garnacho. Hoyland. Fernandes!
Oh!
Well, his frustration is about the challenge on him in midfield.
A little bit off the goal.
He's driven tonight. That shot driven just wide of target, always curling away in the end.
Oh man, what a curling shot.
Ugarte. Hoyland. Well, there we say the pendulum has swung again, and United in the ascendancy.
Relax.
Dorgu. Garnacho. Dorgu. Oh, beautiful ball to the perfect area.
Get up. Get up. Come on.
And it's an agonising moment for Rasmus Hoyland, and he's had plenty of those.
Man, you're rocking in the box. Come on.
Garnacho.
Stay focused.
Like the contest a week ago, just really absorbing game. Casemiro and Ugarte making good inroads again here for United.
No.
You'll need a bit of help. He's managed to force a corner.
Oh, nice.
Through his force of will.
So it's going to be fifth for United. No.
Maguire, surely favourite. Harry getting a good grip on that, taking the pressure right off. A really fine piece of goalkeeping from a player who has graduated to the Brazilian senior squad. Tolisso. There too. Maitland-Niles, the cannon may yet be kind here. Bruno Fernandes where he needed to be. Loss of a boot. Patrick Dorgu. Seeing a piece of footwear like that makes me wonder why footballers don't suffer from migraines more often.
Oh, nice. Focus. Bring up, focus.
Hoyland went sliding. Dorgu now for Garnacho. And he likewise just lost his foothold at a critical moment.
Oh. He slipped up. Oh.
The immaculate referee, Mr. Shearer, rightly deeming that challenge a foul. Further two for Corentin Tolisso, Champions League winner with Bayern Munich. Well, precision is in order. Yeah. At least approximately in the right spot the free kick was in the end taken. And Cantate finding Sheki. Talisa busting a gut in the middle. There too. Searching ball. Almada will pick it up. Nervous moments for Manchester United. Sheki back to Akuoku.
Nice. Nice recovery, baby. Nice recovery. Relax.
A little bit of added time for the period of treatment for there too, who seem to be suffering. Blow to the foot.
Relax.
Talisa.
Oh, they are playing one touch passing.
Nekate. Almada. Here's Mata for Lyon. Talisa just escaped Maitland-Niles' clutches there. That could have been a critical moment. And Talisa is going to receive a yellow card that will cost him a place in the first leg of a semi-final, which at this moment is only hypothetical for Lyon.
Somewhat a bit
Amarin's team in prime position
compared to their
thanks to strong, aggressive start, touch of Lyon raggedness, all potential here.
Yes! Dallon has scored! Come on! This is
Diego Dallo! And the prospects of salvation of something from this awful season for Manchester United.
the hell is the community saying?
Now. And neither of the goal scorers will be right in the top of your list for heroes of the night. Tagliafico left appealing, despairing, but there didn't appear to be a great deal wrong with that. And Dallo kept his composure. The one spot out of Perry's reach. And the semi-finals well within United's reach now. Well,
it is
they are checking that incident involving Dallo and Tagliafico, and the definitive verdict has come. The goal will stand, and United stand on the brink of a beating in the last 4 with the Athletic Bilbao or Rangers.
Come on.
If United let this slip, it would really sum it all up. But they made a brisk and business-like start, rewarded with a very well-crafted goal, finished by Manuel Ugarte, only his second of the season.
Nice.
Cusp of half time, after shrugging off Nicolas Tagliafico, Diogo Dallo pounced to double United's lead, and they are on the brink of the last 4. Half time at Old Trafford in the second leg. Manchester United 2, Lyon 0.
The second half where we want to see Manchester United qualify for the semi-finals competition for a year.
We're losing it. What? Thanks. We're losing it. We're losing vitamins and minerals every day. Win it back with Centrum Recharge. It has protein, vitamins, and minerals for energy, immunity, and hydration. Centrum Recharge. Recharge India.
ऐसा धमाका करने वाले हैं दुनिया वाले भी 26 कैरेट तो बोल रहे हैं खतरा है बड़ा और नजर की ना आए तो देश को जरूरत पड़ती है इन इनविजिबल हीरोज की गवर्नर हाउस टारगेट है तो आज हिंदुस्तान की जमहूरियत का आखिरी दिन होगा
It's a do or die situation. Do I need to repeat that? किसी ने हमको गवारिन कहा, किसी ने हत्यारे, तो किसी ने भावी प्रधानमंत्री। लेकिन हमको सत्ता से नहीं, परिवार से मोह है। काहे कि बिहार ही हमारा असली परिवार है। और अगर कोई हमारे परिवार को नुकसान पहुंचाया, तो हम उसका सत्ता हिला देंगे।
रिकॉर्ड तोड़ दिया न्याय के हाथ लग गया यहाँ पर बुमराह ने जब ये टीम उतरती है मैदान में एक जुनून और जज्बा नजर आता है कौन कहता है कि इंग्लैंड को पता है आक्रामक क्रिकेट खेलना आक्रामक किसको कहते हैं टीम इंग्लैंड पे करना है बात बड़ी श्रृंखला और ये बड़ा मुकाबला
सोनी नेट और सोनी स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क
A very good evening, everyone, wherever you are joining us from. And then there were 8. The quarterfinals of the UEFA Europa League are upon us. And for Tottenham Hotspur and Eintracht Frankfurt, the next step on the road to Bilbao will be taken in North London tonight. There's been plenty of doom and gloom in this part of the world recently, such as Tottenham's domestic form bid. But this feels different. This is different. For Tottenham Hotspur, their last chance to salvage something from a season that has been difficult. First leg tonight. This time next week, they go again in Frankfurt for a place in the last 4 of the UEFA Europa League. Eintracht Frankfurt, winners of the UEFA Europa League in 2022, get us off and underway in North London. The natives have been getting restless. A little talk about a buy-in, togetherness, controlled aggression to help this Tottenham side do what they need to do here. And that is a fabulous strike! Oh, goodness gracious me! Hugo Ekitike. His first significant sided goal, and he punishes Tottenham Hotspur. What a sizzling strike! What a great start for the Germans! And what a talent this young man is, the 22-year-old Frenchman, Hugo Ekitike. Tom takes it neatly in his stride. Can't pick out the pass. Lovely first touch from the Tottenham Hotspur captain, though, to take it beyond Christensen. Have a look at this. Van der Ven. Solanke, nearly for Madison. It is for Bergvall. Now Van der Ven. Solanke. And over. Well, Brendan Johnson was coming in. Look at the defender stole in to almost take it off his head there. He can't believe it. Really good build-up play. Lovely cross in, hung up by Solanke. Did Tayat get the final touch? I would suggest he did. Brilliant piece of defending from the Belgian. Add to that because this is Solanke, this is Madison, and that is 1-1. Created by Madison, finished by Pedro Porro. It hasn't been straightforward, but Tottenham Hotspur have found a reaction. They found an unlikely scorer as well in Pedro Porro, who has his first of the season in Europe. And they'll be feeling a lot better about themselves now. Well, Madison, who was culpable for the opening goal for Eintracht Frankfurt, was creating there, and what a smart finish that is by Pedro Porro. His third of the season, his first since November, and that changes everything. Bergvall, lovely touch and taken beyond the press. Bergvall, oh, he's hit the post. Udogi caught in two minds. But brilliance from Bergvall to set up the chance and to so nearly convert it. That's given everyone a lift inside this stadium. They've got a special young player on their hands here, Tottenham Hotspur, in Lucas Bergvall. Still only 19. Johnson, the Welsh international, to the Spaniard Porro. Solanke tried to turn and shoot. Son might just do so, and draws an excellent save from Cal Santos. Tottenham Hotspur right at it at the moment. Porro with the corner, and off the crossbar. Rodrigo Bentancur. Tottenham Hotspur rattled the frame of the goal twice in quick succession in this second half. So close to taking the lead on two occasions. As Tottenham walk to their task, here's Madison. That's good. Udogi. Son. Udogi. And Robin Koch gets it behind. And this is not just Tottenham Hotspur's best spell of the game, it's their best spell for many a week. They still haven't found a way to a second. Didn't you do well by Teat? Brown. Jutsa. And over from Bahoya. Well, that's a chance. No doubt about it for Jean-Mathieu Bahoya to add to the one goal he has in the cup run so far, scored in the home win against Ajax. Van de Ven. There's a little frisson of excitement when he gets on the ball. Son. Udogi. Had to just blast it across the face of goal and hope. Tutar turns it behind for another Tottenham corner. Dispatch the Dutch league leaders from Feinstein in the round of 16. That's it by Spence and all the way through. Teat wasn't going to take a risk, he's touched it behind. Well, it looked like he touched it behind. And the referee and assistant didn't see it that way. Bentancur. Last minute, can Tottenham Hotspur find one more chance? Can Eintracht Frankfurt hold out? Skiri. Looks like he's going to be cautioned. Won't drag back too many. Well, this is it, in by Porro. And over! Mickey van der Ven held himself at it. It just won't go in for Tottenham Hotspur in this second half. Bentancur was the one to get it back across goal. Mickey van der Ven couldn't get quite enough of it. A glance when it needed something a bit more substantial. And that went Santos to tip it over. So what a piece for Tottenham Hotspur and Ange Postecoglou will feel it could and should have been so much more. They threw everything at their German guests in the second half. Twice they rattled the frame of the goal for a brilliant third-class strike and a looping Bentancur header. Big chance led off for Brennan Johnson, who blazed over. But 1-1 it is. Ekitike's early goal for Eintracht Frankfurt. And then the equaliser 20 minutes later from Pedro Porro. All to play for with a slight advantage, home advantage for Eintracht Frankfurt in the second leg in Germany in 7 days' time. Final score in the first leg of this quarter-final. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Eintracht Frankfurt 1.
All in. Let's go. Just one. You take it. Happy fifth. True fifth. ब्रेकफास्ट में क्या खाती हो?
Kellogg's muesli. 12 grains, fruits, nuts and seeds की एनर्जी वाला मेरा पावर ब्रेकफास्ट. Kellogg's muesli. तो आपने किया पावर ब्रेकफास्ट.
Taco Bell, Nikki Veggie Taco. Soya है naked, carrot है naked, onion peel है naked, tomato peel है naked, veggie crunch है naked, yummy munch है naked, chef veggie है naked, taste crazy है naked, fillings है naked, hard bite, keep feelings है naked, naked for real.
different context. Sydney Disney may have a role to play shortly. His role has been
Hello
minor.
everyone, welcome back to the second half.
His role has been
Tonight's
significant
game between
in
Manchester United and Lyon.
the attacking
The match is about to
department,
start.
and the
In 2
assist
seconds.
for the opening goal so vital.
So we have Luke Shaw coming on. Let's see who is coming off.
Mazraoui.
Mazraoui.
Player withdrawn
Mazraoui is the
ahead
player
of this second
withdrawn.
half
Shaw is
to
coming
allow
on.
Shaw to take the field.
A quick summary: Manchester United is leading Lyon by 2 goals to 0. Manuel got scored at 10 minutes, and Diego Dalot scored in the first minute of the stoppage time.
So United defending the famous Stretford end and defending a two-goal lead, which we head into what may be. Leon will have to produce something spectacular to avoid it. The final quarter of what has been a compelling Europa League quarter-final. The Amarim's team rewarded for
Mixed reactions.
a really vigorous start to the game.
Because he understands how fragile Manchester United
Really
has
cool
been.
finish from Diogo Dalot and falls into that inside right channel tonight, or down that United right flank, certainly yielded great reward. This is Luke Shaw on as a substitute at half time, taking the left sided berth in their back three. Lenny Yoro moving to the other side because it's Nusair Mazraoui who has been taken off at half time. This is Dorgan Garnacho. He's fouled.
Yes, it was a foul. Manchester United ने 2 गोल कर लिए हैं फर्स्ट हाफ में.
Matter conceding the free
बहुत
kick.
अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस एज कंपेयर टू
Fertile ground this for United.
खास तौर पे न्यूकासल के सामने जब भागा था इस पिछले संडे को. अब रेलवे स्कोर 4-2 हो गया है. Let's hope if United can certainly win, score one more, just one. I think they can then relax a little bit, but definitely. Which Manchester United fan does not want to see them score more goals? If they can score 4 or 5, maybe if they can win by 4-0, 5-0, 4-1, 5-1, that will also give a statement to the other semi-finals in the UEFA. Come on, my guy.
Fernandes.
Fernandes, he will try to go for the points. और कर भी सकता है Fernandes, वो कर सकता है. Okay. नहीं.
But it's a victory area. Casemiro arriving, and his reaction tells you that he felt that was a really good chance. Wouldn't have mattered by the look of it. Yeah, good call. Clearly offside. But he did get free and got good contact with his head in the first leg.
ऐसे matches को किया performance देखना.
From a set piece.
This is what United has.
Clearly stole a yard or two there.
Clear pressure from the second half, starting itself. This is what is required at a minimum level. 2 मैच जीतो, फिर 3 हारो, फिर 2 मैच जीतो, फिर 1 जीतो, 3 हारो. ये No, do not run out, guys. Do not run out. Do not run out.
And Niles getting involved again. This is Brian Cherky.
Nice.
Liso's at hand. Fernandes desperate to get to him. The two captains in close attendance. Tagliafico. Almada. Cherky. Tolisso. Tolisso again. Cherky.
Nice.
Stretched leg of Lenny Yoro.
Nice.
Blocking the road crucially there for Manchester United. This was Nkate. Almada. Strength to open up here. Tagliafico in prime position. Almada. Aguoko. Almada. Cherky. To Garnacho.
Nice.
So lively, so bright, and so menacing here. Oh, beautiful play!
Oh no! What a poor shot, man!
And Lyon let off the hook.
Man, what did you
A
do?
massive opportunity to finish it.
No,
Once
man,
and
in
for all.
frustration he took it.
And Garnacho in his frustration is carded as he commits a foul on his way back. But he left Clinton Mata bereft here on the seat of his pants. And then the pullback, born of disappointment, leads to a yellow card.
Garnacho क्यों भाई क्यों यार यही दिक्कत है Garnacho से
Almada. Lyon keep losing it like that. And affording Garnacho opportunities. Well, that's the sort of confidence Bruno Fernandes has coursing through his veins. Well, they lose the ball. And here comes Lyon. Almada to near two.
Did not score a goal.
Give the ball to Sheki. That's never a bad idea.
Ball back. Nice.
Put it through Ugarte. Sheki not able to affect things as he would wish. Garnacho threatening to again though.
Please.
Dorgu.
नहीं यार तो वो क्या कर रहा है यार
Ken Hoyland saying that's a waste. Well, is he up for it or is he up for it? Nkate. Not yet able to really get into his elegant stride. Almada. Cherky up against Dorgu. Oh, Casemiro. Isn't able to get out of immediate harm's way. Nacho a really good outlet for them, but Aguoko fleecing on that occasion. Almada gets away from Fernandes. Feeds them to Tolisso. Nkate. Nkate. Almada. Tagliafico. Mata. Mata's delivery. Tolisso on the turn.
Amazing
Produces the
save.
reaction that was required.
Oh no.
Every action of his will be forensically scrutinised. The sharp turn by Tolisso, down well, strong hand too. And it was a red-shirted defender who got there on the follow-up. So changes afoot here for Lyon, and Dad is back. Tanner Tessman has had some very happy family news. So he's left out of that first leg. For that reason, replacing Akuku. Turkey. The other change sees Lacazette on for Vertu. So, distinctly and much needed attacking change. Tanifico was sold a little short there, and he was caught a little late by Diogo Dalot.
Free kick for Lyon.
Almada's kick. Casemiro defended it. There may be important work for them still to do. Almada's ball was a threatening one. Maitland-Niles, good disguise on that. Mikatadze!
No. Safe.
Ball, good confidence to the outside of the boot. Maitland-Niles trying to feed Mikate, the shot in the end for Mikatadze. Well, Carlos Fonseca's Roma were beaten by United on their way to the final. They succumbed to Villarreal. Nacho foraging again. Just cut an exasperated figure at times, Rasmus Højlund. Apologies to lip readers across the globe. Bruno Fernandes. A lovely touch from Højlund to Dalot. Dorgu!
Oh, no man, come on.
Another ooh at the end of it. Lovely touch by Casemiro. Some good football here from United. Full of determination and skill. finish lacking. Tussling to no great effect. Was that a foul? No. Lacazette. Tolisso. Hard running here for Italian Fico. Into reasonable area. Foul. Fernandez. The referee clearly getting his message across to Casemiro there, who will not want to miss a first leg of a semi-final because of a word out of place. It's potentially very painful for both there, as it has turned out to be.
Manchester United is finally looking like they are in control of the entire situation for tonight. 60 minutes gone. Other than Tawakia, it's left, it's out of time.
Dallo. That's terrific play by Diogo Dallo.
Nice.
Testament stretching by the letter. Under the definition of deliberate bad tax. Worth an appeal anyway. Here's Tolisso. Cherky. One brilliant run in the first half. And sprinkling of Stardust has not been followed up. Yakate. Italian Fico.
Create a little more pressure on United.
Tolisso.
Last 5 minutes.
Tolisso again.
Nothing has been successful yet, but they're trying once again. They're sending down.
Cherky. Possibly tried the more difficult route there. Didn't seem on. Matter. Name often uttered in these parts. Tolisso. Testament.
Come on. Relax.
Maiden Niles.
Let Lyon do whatever they want to do.
Cherky.
I think they're looking for a
Yakate. Lacazette.
Nice. Oh, they tried to win the ball back. That's going to be
Keeping them outside that penalty area for the moment. Tolisso. Now Hoyland. They found a way out anyway, United. Here's Bruno Fernandes. He is in pain again. And Tagliafico, in the unlikely or increasingly unlikely event that Lyon reaching the semi-finals, would miss the first leg. Mike Tolisso. Well, potentially a trump card. The substitutes bench here. Nick Altati withdrawn. Alec Fofana
youngster
coming on in his stead. Suffered a knee injury during the recent international break. He was representing Belgium. 10 goals this season. Terrific display on British soil against Rangers at Ibrox Park earlier this season, where he bagged a couple of goals. small part by the contribution of Intermission that night.
Out of which 4 have been targeted 2 goals as compared to Lyon's
It's
10
Garnacho.
total shots and 4 goals on target. None. So now United trying to build up some possession and settle down. A back pass.
Casemiro. Garnacho.
Garnacho trying to the box. Right to whom? Nah. कोई नहीं है तो pass कर
Inviting space, but it's Fofana who is the first to get there. So, wounded knee, certainly getting a test from Diogo Dalot. Welcome to the game. Tolisso. Taliafico. Almada will leave it here for Fofana. Swerved off Casemiro. And Lenny Yoro alive and alert to the situation.
So only one substitute.
Brace for a member of the Lyon coaching staff in the tunnel before he came out for the second half. So saw Dalot embrace Paulo Ferreira, the great former Chelsea defender who's on the Lyon coaching staff. Distinguished figure in Portuguese football.
In this situation.
Leader of this competition, Nathan Niles receiving it from Dorgu.
And how did he hit his head? Who did that?
So Almada with this free kick. Onana getting something on it. Fofana to pick up the pieces here for Lyon. Taliafico.
Trying to cut inside, but didn't succeed. Trying to pass more in the box.
Rather untidy incident. Lyon have possession, but they have concerns as well. So Tolisso makes his way back to his feet. Almada. Ugarte.
Now I'm just
Passing his backside very
smiling
well.
and chilling. But they need more. Very minimum one more goal. One more goal minimum. To seal the deal.
Well, the expectations of this football club are so high. The ambitions should be sky high. If they were somehow out of the darkness to allow a little sunshine in by claiming this prize,
Nice,
start to see
nice,
building blocks for the
nice.
future. For them a place in Europe's elite competition. A lot of work still to do. Diogo Dalot fed by Hall.
Nah. Come on, guys, don't give up. Come on.
They've only been out of Europe once season since the English clubs came out of the wilderness after the Heysel ban in 1990. Indeed, along with Aston Villa, were the first two clubs to return to the fray. United winning a trophy in their first season back, the European Cup Winners' Cup. Tagliafico. Here's Fofana. Tagliafico. Followed away by Shaw. This is Mata. Cherki. Garnacho.
Get up, yeah. Relax, man.
Lyon's run potentially coming to an end. They face a real scramble. Last ditch last season that they managed to confirm their qualification for Europe. They've won a free kick here thanks to a handball.
A free kick just like that. Come on.
It's from the other side, so Almada can't produce the kind of delivery that led to the opening goal in the first leg, but he's certainly capable of countering enough quality to give someone like Nikate in the middle there a chance. It's the head of Casemiro that beats it. Nikate back in there, and there's a goal from Tolisso!
Oh.
And suddenly the picture changes!
Goal just like that.
And suddenly the anxiety levels rise around Old Trafford. Not there amongst the 2,600 odd Lyon supporters. Suddenly they have belief again. Casemiro winning the first header. Nikate back in it. Lacazette gets a little bit. And Tolisso anticipated it. And he may not be around through suspension for the first leg of a semi-final. But he's at least given Lyon some belief that they may yet get there.
Nahi! I no need to try fancy things. Come on.
Well, it's been a night where the respective captains have been a driving force. Bruno Fernandes's efforts considerable. It's really like catching moments of quality, but it's Tolisso, the Lyon captain, who's really helped his team. That's a threatening one. Lacazette will latch onto it.
Find yourself. Come on, guys. What are you doing?
Lacazette claiming the armband since he's come on. But a wayward effort there.
Rangers, last week leading. Tottenham is leading the overall cricket.
Well, he scored against Ludogorets and Karabakh earlier in the competition this season. Corentin Tolisso. He was speaking about what a privilege it is to play on the Old Trafford stage, and he was saying before the game how excited his father was at the prospect. Well, really something to savour, personally at least. Tolisso, Lacazette, Almada. On to Maitland-Niles from Cherki. Just standing it up there, that's Almada's all night long. But it's a very different situation, and you do wonder yet whether United may have a few regrets. No! Almada, no option outside. Tessman. Cherki. That's a good ball for
Giving the
Fofana.
ball once again. Come on, guys. No!
Yora just lost his footing. It was Tessman. And fired in strongly. And Almada's in there. Was making Niles with the effort. And Onana was down. He got something on it.
Come on, please. Think.
Trying to get away from Mata, which he cannot do.
At least check.
Well, a dramatic sequence of action. Malik Fofana, aided by Lenny Yoro's loss of footing,
Oh,
able to make
he
inroads. Yoro,
sacrificed his head.
that's not in many textbooks. It's squirt loose here. Maitland Niles was able to unleash a sort of shoveling save. Again, far from orthodox. Pretty much dived past it. But he dealt with it. Pause for breath. And pause out of concern for Lenny Yoro. It certainly showed the
Then Euro says, I'm okay. That's nice.
level of desire to put his body well and truly on the line. All marks for bravery. Well, they've travelled in force. They've made a lot of noise around the city today. They won't actually be travelling to their next away game against Saint Etienne. By prefectural decree, away fans are banned for what is now and again a highly charged fixture. Yoro's still off the field. United back to a full complement. Tolisso. Fofana.
No, that's yes.
It's a good ball indeed. And Tagliafico's there, not a throws it away. But Lacazette has equalised.
What the hell are you doing,
And
United?
the scenario is unfolding for United.
So easily, man. Come on.
Well, their forward
No.
charges applauds. And they're delirious and possibly a touch disbelieving.
Defense once again looks totally lost, guys. Come on. What are you doing? How
Malik
is
Fofana,
he giving
who was always capable of being a trump card on the bench with a threatening delivery. Maitland Niles back across the face. May have gone in anyway from Tagliafico. Onana desperately trying to claw it out. But at any rate, Lacazette made absolutely sure.
It was already a goal, but still. How could you give that away?
And jubilation for Paulo Fonseca. Tagliafico, with a distinctly untidy finish, will be credited with the goal, which has brought near silence to Old Trafford. And now they've got to do it all again, United. 2-2 again. But with plenty of time for more twists in the plot, and indeed extra time as it stands. Well, this is the sort of thing you feel could only happen to United, the way their season has gone.
Come on, guys, come on.
Fernandes to clip it in. Maguire hoping to beat. It's
Why
Dorian forward
you
once
hunger?
more. Lacazette trod on the ball, but the offside flag will come to his rescue.
Two goals by Lyon in 7 minutes.
Chessman.
This is what is wrong with Man United this season.
Cherky.
How could you do that, guys?
Lacazette. Cherky again. Maitland-Niles. Cherky. Little change of pace. And too close to Onana to cause a genuine threat. Fernandes. Testament made it his. Dallo.
Again. Give the ball to
Lisa stepping into really good effect for Lyon. This is Lacazette. That's a ball of real potential, but Maguire read it. Full work by Casemiro.
No, it is not cool anymore. Come on.
Fernandes.
No. A short
Italian
pass.
Vico. It's a foul by Ugarte, whose opening goal now a distant memory. Well, the goal line technology will aid us in accurately crediting this goal, and indeed, Nicolas Tagliafico, who won't have scored too many like that before, is the scorer at the Lyon equaliser. Lacazette.
Come on, Agarmacho, yaar. Come
That's your eye off the ball.
What is
At a critical
wrong with
moment.
you?
And you may get a growing sense that his inability to take a really good opportunity that he made early in this second half may have been a major turning point as Mason Mount prepares himself for a cameo role. United holding out for a hero. Dallo. Casemiro. English shrug Fofana off. Fernandes. Looked very decided to. That was none of his business and was almost made to pay for it. That's was Hoyland alive to it, but couldn't make a great deal of the situation. Testament. Fofana. Tolisso.
Come on, United scored one now.
Cherky.
In any way possible.
Almada. Maitland-Niles. Dallo's head. Fofana will retrieve though here. Almada. Cherky. Foul by Ugarte. And there can be no debate. Onana wishing to be certain all is covered. Familiar expressions being worn by the United supporters. Lacazette. Giving Almada the benefit of his advice. But he's a top technician. His compatriot Garnacho. As though he was about to get some shut eye there, but
Come on, man, come
still
on.
very much alert.
Come on. You cannot do it
Jurgi
this
Almada
goal.
is free kick, a critical moment in the tie. It's the head of Casemiro in the way. And Dallo under pressure. And a break in play affords Manchester United the opportunity to make, well, it looks as though it's going to be a couple of changes. Ugarte departs the scene. Mason Mount is his replacement, which you would imagine means a deeper role for Bruno Fernandes, as was the case a week ago.
Hoyland is being replaced by Manu.
And Hoyland
Hoyland is being replaced by
starts
Manu.
too. Well, maybe not, because
Ugarte is being
maybe he's
replaced
going to come
by
on too.
Mason Mount.
It's to tell for the moment, because United have defending to do.
Substitution works on guys. Come on.
Mason Mount's first contribution is a decisive and effective one. Cherky. Well, it's been a tie, whatever the outcome, of great drama. Some moments of real high quality. Manu is effectively leading the line with Fernandes in midfield. So it's much as we saw a week ago. Cherky just invited Dorgu in. Tolisa. I was able to get a little flip round the corner from Taliafico. Tolisso, who's on a yellow card, catching Lenny Yoro, and that's it. That's his night.
Amazing. Second yellow card for Lyon's captain Tolisso and his sons.
And I can't agree with that decision. There is no way out The red card will stand under the protocols. A second yellow cannot be reviewed in the video booth, but that seemed astonishingly harsh to me.
And this is not a yellow card. That's certainly the
Lacazette,
luckiest thing.
who
Most fortunate.
claimed the armband as soon as he stepped onto the pitch, is the main leader
Let's
out
see how
there.
many extra time will be added. 2 minutes where
Lyon,
time. 5.
having clawed their way back onto level terms, now have a player disadvantage.
Right. Guys, please keep yourself on side.
Bruno Fernandes. Oh, and has he got it on Ravel Perry across?
Nice try, man. Come on, nice try.
Just potentially spotting the gap at that near post. But Perry able to repel all borders. The pressure remains on Lyon here. The window of opportunity open for United. Harry Maguire, always a threat that requires attention. Taken out of his road, back in there by Garnacho. Lacazette got a touch. Almada being pressed vigorously by the pressure mount. Tanner Tessman. Lyon have won at Liverpool before in the Champions League group stage. They won at Manchester City in that context. They've won at Everton in the UEFA Europa League group stage. Their only knockout success against Blackburn Rovers in the first of the UEFA Cup back in
Come on,
1998.
you still have time. You still have
Yes,
time. You
Pong
can
put the only goal.
Come on, you can do it. Come on.
Their hopes
Come on, guys, come on.
stirred by dramatic comeback, diminished perhaps by the red card.
Come on, guys, come on. Lyon just trying to take down the clock, but come on. United, pressure. No time to relax. Oh, yeah.
Gallo, Casemiro, Lacazette trying to get the foot in. Gante has just stepped a little too far, catching the turning Mainu.
Manu, we need your form back. Oh,
Well, he's
hello,
been through some drama.
Come on.
As I said, Gary Pallister in front
You
of him.
cannot lose, man. Guys, come on. Not in front of
He
him.
knows
Fauji time
that
will
added
come
time
in.
has
Fauji
brought
time coming up.
United
Fauji
some
time
memorable
will come up.
moments on the
Fauji time
European
will
stage.
coming up. Miguel, get outside. Miguel, get outside. Onside.
Bruno Fernandes delivers, Maguire battles, goal kick. Well, with 20 minutes to go in the 90, extra time looked a distant, unlikely prospect for Lyon, but they're now a minute away from it.
Come on, man. You're wasting a lot of time.
Good touch that by Lacazette. Here's Cherky. Maguire to meet the challenge. He's a wizard with the ball, Cherky, but the added dimension that Fofana brings means Lyon have every hope. Header there, Tanner Tessman. A spectacular interception by Tagliafico. Any hint of the United counter charge snuffed out. And so we go on. Paulo Fonseca's team have managed to turn what seemed a desperate situation around. Lacazette contributing off the bench with the assist for Toliso's first goal. He followed up after Tagliafico had seen his effort cross the line to make absolutely sure. And so we go into extra time with the score as it was in Lyon a week ago. Manchester United 2, Lyon 2.
Okay, Lazio and Bodo Glimt match also looks like to be going into the extra time. What's about?
Well, United surely must struggle with 11 players to 10, but they have a good hand. While they've lost to Tolisso, Leon, you look at the quality and you sense perhaps that Lyon have the greater possibilities. It would be brave, it might even be foolhardy to try and make a definitive judgment here. Penalties lingers, and United have had contrasting fortunes in the domestic cup this season, in the FA Cup, where they won so memorably at Arsenal, only to succumb on home turf to Fulham. As the Marseillaise rings defiantly around the stadium. If we get there, Lyon will reflect on the misfortune in the cup to lower opposition. Bourgoin Chalier.
We cannot take this match for
2-2 draw.
Come on, United. Come on.
The extra 30 minutes could yet yield a win. It's their biggest game in Europe for 5 years since they faced Bayern in the semi-finals of the Champions League on neutral ground during the COVID period. They continue their discussions to the mild frustration of Bruno Fernandes. So Lacazette is now, from Lyon's perspective, the master of ceremonies. dispute about the correct procedure with the toss. Well, this is twisted and turned. It's been tortuous and at times torturous for those directly involved. Diogo Dalot had every reason to think in first half stoppage time that he had booked United's place in another European semi-final. However, everything has quickly changed. So Lyon begin the first period of extra time. At half-time, the likelihood of this seemed remote. So here we are. It's the 11 of United against the 10 of Lyon. Corentin Tolisso, scorer of the visitors' first goal, then dismissed for an offence deemed worthy of a second yellow card.
In deciding the return for tonight's match.
Surely,
And
for Lyon, with the reduced number, it's all about
come on, man! What the hell? What was that? Nacho, come on, yaar. You cannot give up now.
But there are weary faces, weary legs, tired minds on both sides. Could he hold the key? Certainly holds United's season in the balance. What occurs in the next 30 minutes or maybe more. There's a script potentially for Andre Onana to follow. Should it go all the way? Here's Mainu.
Okay, nice pass. Nice
Story now for United. Got Nacho.
Come on.
Testament. Certainly be fresher than quite a few out there. Eyes firmly fixed on the ball. This is Cherky. Testament. Chase on here for Cherky, but he'll get there. And he'll bedazzle and bewitch Maguire, who thundered into the challenge and will receive a yellow card. Prize asset requiring attention in all sorts of ways, but from the medical team here. Well, not the history of European success that Manchester United have enjoyed. You can say that really about French football as a whole, given their incredible contribution in terms of talent and their national team's success. The European club competitions have been sort of barren land in comparison.
United, who have one of the biggest chances now of counter-attacking, we have one player more than them.
Almada will take the kick. Lacazette, the genuine fox in the box. Sprawling Mainu got his head to it. Fofana.
Nice.
Mount shutting the door. Yakate. Maguire.
Why?
Well, I've been up in that respect all night.
No!
Lacazette.
Come on.
Ball here for Cherki. Up against Dorgu. Oh, hit by Almada. And it was all kindly hit for Lacazette, who was offside, as I'm sure he suspected, given the amount of freedom that he had. And there is no debate about that at all.
Come on,
Play
guys.
to the whistle.
Only one chance. One chance. Just make it up.
4-4-1 effectively for Lyon now. Almada having to fill the, I suppose, nominally position amongst the holders alongside Tessman. Casemiro.
Again. Came up with the ball.
Almada is there. He's suited to the position. He's played there a fair bit. Fofana frustrated. Dorgu. Fernandez willing to take charge.
Nacho, please.
Fernandez.
Use your mind, guys. Come on, man. Use your mind. Garnacho, come
They may yet
on.
fall away of Garnacho's. He wasn't quite on the same wavelength as his captain, but he has it again here. Shows you an element of risk there. Madrid was who made it on his compatriot.
Eriksen
Christian
Navas.
Harry Amos. At different ends of the spectrum when it comes to experience.
Eriksen fine. Again.
To make their way onto the field.
In place of Casemiro. Navas.
Christian Eriksen's played the final of both the Europa League and the Champions League. Mainu. For Amos, it will be his European debut. Fernandez.
Oh.
Opting to play it in first time and forces a ball.
Come on. Please, come on, relax. Make it up, guys, make it up.
It's not quite the moment to usher in the changes.
Come on, guys, come on. Harry.
Fofana
Whoa, what a poor ball.
potentially felt it back into trouble, but found Lacazette.
Yes.
By accidental design. This is Almada who looks up and only sees red, and that could be a problem for him. Fernandez and now Casemiro.
What are you doing?
No!
You cannot allow me to play.
A strong driving run from the central defender. Cherki, Fofana. Able to get outside Casemiro.
No.
Quite the wrestling match going on in the middle. Oh, Euro stepped into a very important effect there.
Now.
Offside flag does eventually go up, but the defender was not to know. So it's the end of the night for Bordeaux.
So Amas on for Bordeaux
Yes.
and Eriksen on for Ghana.
Comes on. Nacho. Certainly played his part for a prominent part for United today, replaced by Christian Eriksen. Shaw.
Oh no! Nice partner. Right. Good player.
Well, are we going to be put through the really emotional ringer tonight? Penalty spot.
No, we shall not wait for penalty shootout. Not at all. Oh, man. Come on, guys. Just win the ball. Take it forward.
Lacazette.
What was that? The Lord's one so fast.
A tiny passage of play. And the
Guys,
ringers
cannot
of
use your heads at this moment now. Come on. You cannot do that.
European tie of this nature, both men and
Relax,
boxers have got to
please.
have some toll on proceedings. This is Eriksen. Mount. Eriksen. Then a Euro. Oh, Fernandez. That's why you get in there. Well, suddenly the teenager was seeing the headlines, and he was perhaps Bruno Fernandes entitled to ask the question why others weren't also. Eriksen. A little overcooked, but Casemiro can pick it up. Asking a fair bit of Dallo. Well, he was willing to put the effort in. The rewards are limited. And that certainly looked the right decision. Huge slip sliding away, particularly at the Stretford end. A lovely spring day in Manchester.
Make it up for the record.
A dramatic night. Despite it, lack of a free kick in United's favour. Here's Cherky. As we close in on the mini break in extra time. Fofana well found here. And possibilities open for Lyon. Will it run for Sheki? Advantage played! Advantage taken!
What the hell?
Ryan Sheki with an unerring finish to send that one into ecstasy. And United's season coming potentially to an inglorious end here at Old Trafford. Well, a player of extravagant gifts. A player that everybody is talking about.
Come on. How could you do that?
And while sometimes he's on the edge of the game, he's on the periphery, there's always a moment in him like that. Fafana doing so much to make it possible.
That blocked the shot.
But nobody's getting to that. And the 10 of Lyon lead at Old Trafford. And mentally, you struggle to see Manchester United recovering from that. 2-0 up, now 3-2 down. The French supporters and Paulo Fonseca, a picture of elation. They were behind in Lyon to that goal that Andre Onana will never be able to forget. They were able to recover, they led.
Guys won't be
They
able
were taken
to
back
see
rather
this
last
match
by
on
him.
stream anymore. That's doing it right away.
They held what for all the world looked a decisive lead here.
Once again, best of luck will be Manchester.
But that is the lot of Manchester United. And whatever Manchester United's current state, hotly debated and discussed, Lyon on the brink now of a memorable victory, one that they will tell the grandchildren about. The young supporters of Manchester United not enjoying the pleasures and the delights that those before them did so often. Well, the team with 10 are in the driving seat. Ryan Sheki with a flash of inspiration that always seems within reaching distance. Ruben Amorim has to get their heads together again because they trail by 3-2. Well, the rallying cry has to come. The implications of Manchester United losing this match matter not just to a playing staff and coach. The financial implications of a club that is currently budgeting to be at least in the Europa League are significant. Lyon fighting so hard to be in the Champions League through their domestic performance in Ligue 1 and currently in a position that would bring that reward, may not have to worry. because this road is still open for them. Lovely little flick by Tagliafico initially. Great run by Malik Fofana. He's finally thwarted. But that, a finish of devastating quality. You'd be hard-pressed to say which is Ryan Shedley's stronger foot, but that nominally at least is his weaker. It left Andre Onana with no chance whatsoever. Well, I know it's hard if you're committed to see it from this perspective, but a real classic European tie has unfolded in the last 7 days, and the destination of the spoils still unclear. United have to dig deep into the character we know that some of them do possess and pull themselves back from the brink. They did it, they came from behind in Lyon. Referee making it immediately clear that any hint of a stoppage will be taken fully into account. Cherki getting to know the Old Trafford pitch a little better. And being helped on his way. Because he is going to be replaced by Abner, the Brazilian fullback. His work is done.
यार बॉल खेलने का टाइम
Luke Shaw. United without the Stretford end so often a magnet. In by Dallo, Maguire's in there. The header back across by Maidu. Lucas Perry keen to eke out every second that he dares. Maitland Niles moving somewhat gingerly back to his feet.
Oh यार
Fofana. Well, that gap was too tiny for him, but he was fouled, and it's a penalty. It is a penalty. Euro is booked. Fernandez protests. The decision will, of course, come under scrutiny in the video booth, but Fofana, those dancing feet, always luring a challenge. And Luke Shaw did move in and surely caught Fofana. The decision of Sandro Scherer, the referee, fully vindicated. Well, there's a chance here for Onana